I don't know that I have ever fit in. Sometimes that bothers me. I think if I had even a penny for every time someone told me that I'm different, or weird, or quiet, or unique, I'd be a very wealthy woman. The judgment can sting, but for the most part, I really don't mind. I tend to pull the compliment out of it because I don't think I actually want to fit in. When I think of fitting in, I think of that, let's use the word vintage. That vintage computer game called Tetris, where you had to manipulate different shapes to make them fit in, and you had to do it before the screen filled up with those shapes, or you lost the game. But what would happen when you got a full row or a full section to all fit in with each other was that row or that section would completely disappear. It's an uncomfortable thought, this idea that fitting in could equate with disappearing. So I've not really focused on fitting in, don't like the idea of who I am being turned and twisted so that I can fit. I would, however, like to find where I belong, my tribe, as they say. For under this quietness and seeming initial awkwardness that apparently can come across from my reserve, beats the heart of a free spirit, an adventurer who leans to the bohemian side of things in good ways, who has a wicked wink of a sense of humor, and loves deeply all of life. That search has translated into this choice, this exploration of vlogging, just to see where it leads, what paths it creates, what connections are woven, what tribe or tribes might be out there. Because I don't think I'm that unusual. I think the vast majority of people, if pressed, would say the same thing. I think most people don't like the idea of changing who they are in order to be acceptable or accepted. We would rather just find where we belong. Though it does feel like most people seem to already belong in the more conventionally, societally comfortable ways of being. Admittedly, that could just be my perception after it having been driven home more times than I can count, that I am not conventional. I don't seem to follow the rules of expectation, whatever they are. So it's probably not surprising that one of my favorite thoughts or quotes by the illustrious unknown is, "Blessed are the gypsies, the makers of music, the artists, writers, dreamers of dreams, wanderers and vagabonds, children and misfits. For they teach us to see the world through beautiful eyes." Now, if you know who wrote that, please comment below. I was not able to find the author, and I would dearly love to give credit where credit is due. Someone once reminded me that all these traits that people point out in me and in others like me are just different words to describe this one trait, rare. And rare is a gift. If you relate to all of this, or you have someone in your world who would relate to all of this, and you'd like to understand them a bit better, come sit by the fire with me. I'll make us a cup of tea and we'll explore. We'll share laughter, depth, whimsy, tears, stories, philosophy, a few growls now and then, I'm sure. Creativity, music, art, peace, and the joy and sometimes loopiness of being human. I may seem quiet, but I have a rebel soul in the best of ways, and you might find that we're more similar than you know.